So let's talk about why he stopped trying to impress you and how to fix it. There are 5 reasons why. All right. And the first one is that he just wanted the poom poom. Initially, when a guy meets you, right, and we're going to talk about long-term relationship and short-term, but this is the quick one, right? He just wanted the poom poom. Sometimes when you want to get the poom poom as a man, your brain actually tricks you to believe that you actually like the girl. Now, this is the problem: is that some guys really don't like you and they're tricking you, and some guys think they like you, but their dicks are tricking them, right? So this, when it comes to finding out if somebody likes you, or if somebody's interested in more than just sex, the unfortunate part about this, the part that you guys don't like to hear, and I understand, is that in order for a guy to really find out if he likes you, he has to get the pum pum. Now I understand you don't want to give it up, and that's fine. That's on you. That's totally fine. But what I'm telling you is that the desire for pum pum almost creates the illusion that he likes you. It's almost like your brain tricks you. So you might think this guy loves you. You've been together for 5 months, and then you're like, okay, now I'm ready to give him the holy poom poom, right? You give him that holy poom poom, and then that dude all of a sudden goes, holy shit, I'm out, right? Maybe he liked the poom poom, but what I'm telling you, he's like, oh my god, I thought I liked this chick, but in reality, I just wanted the poom poom. This happens, right? And what the solution is, I don't know. Like I always tell women, it's kind of like the only way to find out if he likes you is to have sex, because you'll notice if he didn't like you, he leaves, right? It's not that the sex turns him off. It's just that it reveals to him if he likes you, right? It's like saying never. It's like saying never shop when you're hungry, right? Never get to know a woman with a full barrel, if you know what I mean, right? It's like you know what I'm saying? Like just think about that. Use that logic in every other area in life. It makes a lot of sense. It's to the point that if you're hungry enough, your brain will literally begin to create illusions. Like that's happened to me. Like when I used to be a Christian, I used to fast for days, for like 2 or 3 days, and sometimes studies show that when you don't eat for a few days, you actually begin to hallucinate. Like so it's kind of like physical hunger causes hallucination. Don't you think the desire for pum pum causes emotional hallucination in my bro science, right? So that's the first one, right? Is that the pum pum. He just wanted the pum pum, and then he pulled away. Once he had it, he realized he didn't like you. And then they stopped trying to impress you. Or they may ask for things they gave you back, which is weird, right? So that's the first one. Now, understand tomorrow, people. Oh, by the way, we're having a what do you call it? A $25 questions now, just for the end of the week, to see how if I like it. These $25 questions, you guys can record an audio and ask me your question, and I'll play the audio as long as you guys lie up. I mean, as long as you guys hide certain facts. You guys, I'll answer your question live stream. Okay, so for $25, you guys can ask me a 3-minute question, send it in, and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Why I'm doing that? Because it's actually really fun. Like listening to you guys and sending me your little stories. I love listening to it, so might as well get paid for it. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is that you were too present, right? You were too there, and this applies with everything in life. You should always give people more space than necessary, right? You should always give people more space than necessary, because we as people and everything in general, when you eat too much of something, you get tired of it. When you go to the same place, you get tired of it as well. When you live in the same city, some people get tired of it and they want to see something new, right? So it's kind of like, even if you live together, you have to try and make a way so that you don't spend all of your time with him. Maybe you have a few days a week when you come home really late, right? Maybe you have your girls' night out where he is not invited, no matter how much he pouts. All of those things of creating distance is really important in order for him not to get tired of you. Because this is what happens with children. Right? Even look what happens with children. A lot of the times when you live too long with your parents, you guys can become enemies. And it's not that you hate your parents, it's just that you're too there. Like, and this even happened during the pandemic where people didn't give each other space, and a lot of shit happened. A lot of domestic violence happened. A lot of ACS calls happened. A lot of child abuse happened. A lot of happened. A lot of violence happened. A lot of breakups happened. I mean, my Lord, I never had so much work in my life when those days were coming. Like, I have so much work. Why? Because people were not giving each other space. And when you don't give somebody space, they get acclimated to you. They get used to your presence. So they stop trying to impress you. They know all of your thoughts. Right? So the second one is that you try to impress them too much. And you don't give the guy space to impress you. You're all up. You are so insecure, and this usually happens through bad parenting, trauma, or through tolerating a toxic relationship. This also happens, right? But the point is that sometimes you got to stop trying to impress the person. Sometimes you got to, by you not trying to impress them after you try to impress them a lot, it creates a gap. And that gap sometimes is filled in by the guy's insecurity. And he's naturally going to say, why isn't she trying to impress me? Before, she used to do this for me. And so what a guy would do is that sometimes when you stop doing the things that he took for granted, all of a sudden he's going to start appreciating it more, right? So just stop being so there. Stop being so loyal. Don't bang the football team, but I'm just saying loyal in terms of stop like, how can I say it is? It's kind of like if he mistreats you, you still treat him with kindness, right? You're always warm. Even passive aggressively warm. Sometimes you have to show your fangs. Sometimes you have to raise your voice if you're somebody that doesn't raise their voice often. Sometimes you have to pull away. Sometimes you have to create some conflict, because sometimes when somebody's is not appreciating you for who you are, you have to say it. Or better yet, you have to remove yourself from the situation temporarily. You know? And this happens with our parents, right? When we live with them, we want them, to be away from us. But when the threat of losing them happens, all of a sudden we appreciate them. We want to impress them more. I remember when my mom stopped texting me. My mom one time stopped texting me. And I'm not going to lie, man. I take her for granted sometimes. I really do. And one time she just stopped texting me. She stopped responding. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because she always responds. She always texts me back. She's always super there, right? Honestly, my mom is what you would call the nice girl. Seriously, she's the nice girl. And she just stopped texting me one time. And she was like, you know what? She was mad at me. She was like, don't talk to me. I was like, what? I never heard her say that, and I felt horrible. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to, blah, blah, blah. And I remember me being super nice, me saying, hey, come over. You want to come over to my place, blah, 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 blah. Let's hang out, and I became even nicer to her, right? But it was because she just stood up. She was too nice of a person. Sometimes you cannot be so goddamn nice. Even your kids would take you for granted. And I'm like, Mom, sometimes you got to be tough like that. Sometimes you have to do that, Another one is that he doesn't sense the presence of other men. And I always talk about this, the sexually competitive state. And this happens to me every time. Even with friends. If you think you met somebody who you consider a loser, who you say there's no way they make friends, and then you see a picture of them with a lot of friends, you're going to all of a sudden say, okay, I misjudged them. This person must be cool. People think like that, right? So it happens with friends and it happens with partners. When other men see that you are attractive, when your man sees other men wanting you, all of a sudden your man's going to grab that ass a little bit tighter. All of a sudden he's going to grab that waist and bring him a little bit tighter to his, right? Why? Because he sees other men wanting you. Other men valuing you naturally makes him want to impress you more, right? And another thing is that another woman, right? Another reason why he stopped trying to impress you is because he might be seeing another woman. Now, this one, I don't want to make you suspicious, but that sometimes is a fact, where he might be seeing somebody, right? And you might notice it because all of a sudden he smells better. All of a sudden he's dressing better. All of a sudden he got more swag to his step, but it's not for you, right? He's got all of a sudden when he goes to work, he used to dress decent, but now he's dressing crazy. Now he's buying that Ralph Polo tie, that Ralph Polo cologne, right? Because he's trying to impress somebody else. And the last reason he stopped trying to impress you is because you stop taking care of yourself. And sometimes guys will not tell you you're letting yourself go, but you'll notice that his dick don't get as hard. He stopped being as romantic. You know what I'm saying? He's not putting the effort that he used to. It's all because you're just letting yourself go, right? And this, to be honest with you, this is a common complaint. Honestly, from what I hear from guys, it's either one, you're not giving the guy space, right? Or two, you're letting yourself go. I mean, that's what I've seen, the common reasons why guys do that type of stuff. You guys let me know. What are some other reasons why guys pull away? Why guys stop trying to impress you? And what have you done to fix it, right? But by the way, people, don't forget tomorrow we're having a Zoom meeting for all of the Patreon members. So if you're on Patreon, be ready at 3 p.m. We're having a Zoom meeting. All right, where we're going to talk about whatever subject. We already have a topic we're going to talk about, but we're also going to do a guided meditation. So join me there. And don't forget, $25 for all of the questions that you guys send me this week through audio. I'm going to answer them live. So I'll see you guys inside, and take care.
All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are: one, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free, and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out, because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're going to love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now, all right? I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.